Okay, so for those of you who follow Do You Speak Geek on Instagram and also on TikTok, some of you got a little bit of taste of me rapping. Now, I took a part of the Kage's challenge from my homie Hieroglyphics. Shout out to Hyro, shout out to the Concepts. And I spit a few bars, just to kind of give you all the background. Hip hop was my first love, creatively, I would say. I started out just kind of writing rhymes in my notebook. Started out with poetry, actually, then it turned into rhymes. Writing them in my notebook all senior year of high school. Started rapping in ciphers. I would hop on a tape here or there, but nothing really serious. I met a guy online. He heard me spit, said I could do it for real as far as, taking it to the music industry. So pursued that for a little while. I even joined a group, Fallen Angels. And, I tried to develop groups of my own, even my own record label. And, as time went by, I guess the passion for it kind of died, along with certain events happening in my life that kind of just, took me to an uncreative place, not a bad place, but an uncreative place where I wasn't thinking about that anymore. But just 'cause I don't do it doesn't mean I can't do it. I'm just a podcaster now. But every now and then I dust the mic off, so to speak. That's just a little background about me, in case y'all wanted to know. Ladies and gentlemen, blurds and nerds, freaks and geeks, this is Do You Speak Geek, episode 89. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Do You Speak Geek, the podcast where we give you all the latest views, reviews, and news in the geek realm. I am your host, Nix, and I want to thank everyone out there for listening, for tuning in. If you join us for the first time, welcome to Do You Speak Geek. Shout out to Spreaker. That's the home team. If you're listening right now, you're probably listening on Spreaker.com. But we are available on every podcast platform. So wherever you get your podcasts, be sure to look for Do You Speak Geek and be sure to subscribe. DoYouSpeakGeek.com is the platform for all things DYSG. So please hit that up in your search bar. Put that up into your address bar. DoYouSpeakGeek.com. We got blogs. We got merch. We got a playlist. It's a lot of stuff on there, so please check out DoYouSpeakGeek.com. Follow us on social media, Facebook at DYSGFB, Twitter at DYSG_tweets, and Instagram at DoYouSpeakGeek. Please be sure to follow Do You Speak Geek on Instagram. We just wrapped up an amazing interview with Kaish Black. Please go check that out. Also, coming up this weekend, on the 14th, I will be in the Ramen Lounge at 7 p.m. Pacific time, 10 p.m. East Coast time. So please be sure to tune in for that. Shout out to the Ramen Lounge, chicken ramen. Yeah, that's my favorite flavor. Yeah. And of course, there is YouTube, the only place where you can see the Dono and Daddy show. We just dropped the new First Friday fights with the Demon Slayer, Tanjiro Komodo versus Dante of Devil May Cry. So please be sure to go there, subscribe, like, Hulk, smash that bell for all notifications and leave your comments. We want to know what y'all think. Short show. We're going to go ahead and get this going. What we do about this time. Y'all know what we do, so let's do it. Let's speak geek.
Suit up.
I want to be the very best.
Talk nerdy to me.
All right, people, let's hop into these reviews. Free Guy, Ryan Reynolds' Free Guy is a freewheeling love letter to video games. While it's boasts playful humor and some special moves, this wombly romp ultimately falls short of the high score. I think it looks pretty dope. Him being an NPC. And it's Ryan Reynolds. Of course, you're not going to not watch a Ryan Reynolds movie. The guy's hilarious. Boomerang X, exciting combat, fantastic art direction, and interesting environments only make this gamer wish Boomerang X was twice as long. Incredible game. Please check this one out. Crowfall, hardcore player versus player MMORPG. Not too much to draw in anybody in particular, but most loyal and dedicated players who follow this kind of games will actually like it. So, if it's your thing already, then absolutely you'll like it. If not, then this is not the place to hop on MMORPGs. Vivo. Animated musical sequences are gorgeous to look at and fun to listen to, even if the plot kind of loses the rhythm about halfway through. So even if the game loses your interest, it's still a very, very beautiful game. So please check that one out if you're a visual person. And finally, Naked Singularity. Now, from what I see, this movie was, I wouldn't say it sucked, but not even the great performance of John Boyega could save this movie. Thinly sketched, disappointing, generic crime thriller. It's predictable. Good if you like John Boyega, but outside of that, skip this one. Let's hop into my favorite portion of the show. Y'all know the vibes. Source Wall.
Man, you come right out of a comic book.
Behold the Source Wall.
Can you read, my son?
Well, that depends.
There is nothing wrong with reading a story and looking at the pictures.
Enough said, Stan. Let's hop right into it. The pull list this week. White number 2. President Mann continues to position his son Thaddeus' first son, Armor, as a program to countermeasure the growing empowered black population. Juncture deploys King Squad to spy on them at a celebrity gala, but an overzealous X crashes the party, costing the team dearly. Yo, if y'all not reading this one, please fix that problem. Yo, seriously, if y'all thought Black was good, this is insane. Please read this book. Captain Marvel 31. Carol and Rhodey have rekindled their relationship and their vacation plans just in time to get a distress call from Carol's half-sister L'Oreal, the Kree accuser. That sends the couple on a detour into space where they find themselves in need of far more than swimsuits. There is a gathering of darkness in the galaxy, and it has Captain Marvel's name all over it. Don't miss the kickoff to another exhilarating fight fest for the multiverse's baddest boss of space. I like how they painted her there, but L'Oreal is a bit of a troublemaker. So we'll see how this book goes. Batman 89, number 1. Step back into the Gotham of Tim Burton's seminal classic Batman movies. Batman 89 brings in screenwriter Sam Hamm and artist John Quinones to pull on a number of threads left dangling by the prolific director. Gotham becomes torn in two as citizens dressed as Batman and the Joker duke it out in the streets. As DA Harvey Dent tries to keep the city together, he targets the one problem tearing it apart. You guessed it, Batman. And he'll get Bruce Wayne's help in taking down the Dark Knight. Don't know how that's gonna work. Not sure if Harvey knows, but hey, but we'll see how it goes. And since we're talking Batman, I Am Batman number 0. Not me, it's another person. The age of a new Dark Knight begins, picking up immediately from the events of the next Batman's second son. Jace Fox begins the march toward his destiny when he fights to protect Alleytown against the oppressive forces of the Magistrate, using Batman armor and tech he's found in Bruce Wayne's old base of operations, the Hypercanalium. Me personally, I like Jace as this new second Batman. I feel like they're just really just looking over Batwing, and I don't really like that. And finally, Defenders number 1. When existence itself faces extraordinary threats, it needs an extraordinary defense. That's when you call the Defenders. Doctor Strange and the Masked Raider take a non-team of Marvel's weirdest, wildest heroes on a mission that will uncover the hidden architecture of reality itself. This cosmos was not the first to exist, but if the Defenders can't track Marvel's oldest villain through the deepest trenches of time, it might be the last. I've been waiting for this one. I think it's going to lead right into that rumored Doctor Strange death, but we shall see. Now in Source Wall news, Free Comic Book Day approaches. So people, this Saturday, August the 14th, Free Comic Book Day. Please find your local comic book stores. Go support this event. Pick up some comics, hell, even buy some comics. And let's make this one a memorable one, all right? Let's watch this.
Watch this, y'all. Thunder. Thunder.
Lannister always pays his debts.
Whoa, dude. I am the villain of the story.
All right, people, Amazon's The Lord of the Rings series set to premiere in 2022. Amazon Studios' ambitious The Lord of the Rings original series will premiere on September 2nd, 2022, exclusively on Amazon Prime. New episodes will premiere every week. In a press release, Amazon finally announced when folks will return to Middle-earth as the company preps its Lord of the Rings series to premiere in 2022. The series will be available to stream in more than 240 countries and territories worldwide. The company also confirmed that it will take a weekly episodic approach to The Lord of the Rings, though it's not immediately clear how many new episodes will be released each week. So you could get one episode, you might get two. Amazon also provided the first official image of the series. A source familiar with the series told IGN that the shot is from the first episode of the series, but it's unknown who the character is and what the setting is. The series also still doesn't have a name. Now, for those of you who are familiar with Lord of the Rings, it kinda, I won't say, but, because I could be wrong, but how excited are you guys about this? Are we looking forward to it? Do we want the whole season all at once? What do you guys think? To me, Lord of the Rings hasn't missed yet, so I think it'll be dope. Stranger Things Season 4 premieres in 2022, where we got our first glimpse of footage. Stranger Things Season 4 is set to premiere in 2022, but in the meantime, the Netflix-based science fiction horror series has offered fans a first glimpse of what's going on this time around in the Upside Down. A tweet from the official Stranger Things Twitter account has announced that the show will return for Season 4 next year. A short trailer accompanies the tweet, which gives the fans a sneak peek of what's to expect in the upcoming season. The trailer itself features Eleven, Mike, Dustin, Will, and Lucas, as well as a number of other cast members. Within the 30-second teaser, fans are treated to a short clip of Millie Bobby Brown's character sporting bangs as she's held back by men in suits alongside a number of other short insights. The words "something's coming" can be heard, followed by "it's almost time." Hopefully it is almost time, because if we wait any longer for this series to drop this new season, these kids are going to be adults. I mean, I feel like they're already in their 20s. So let's go ahead and move this along, all right? But after seeing the trailer, I am definitely excited. I cannot wait to see this. And finally, Netflix's Wednesday Addams has found its Gomez. The upcoming Netflix series featuring Wednesday Addams appears to have found its Gomez. Collider reports that the Addams family patriarchy will be played by Luis Guzman. He steps into a role previously held by the inimitable Raul Julia, among others. Guzman joins Jenny Ortega, who will play Wednesday, as she attends Nevermore Academy and handles all the usual problems facing a young girl with psychic powers, including putting a stop to a killing spree. It's the latest in a string of shows that have taken classic properties and added a darker tinge to them, including Riverdale and Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. The new show will be directed by Tim Burton, with Smallville's Al Gough and Miles Miller serving as showrunners. Well, you couldn't have put it in better hands right there. Come on now, you got the guys who ran Smallville, you got Tim Burton directing it, we got Luis Guzman. You can't miss, all right? It's gonna be a win. This is gonna be an awesome show. All right, people, let's mark out.
So what you gonna do?
Goodbye and good night. Bang!
All right, guys. WWE. I feel like I'm I feel like I'm doing this story every week. But WWE has released more people. It was actually during the taping of the taping of SmackDown, that WWE released 13 NXT stars. More than a dozen, including former North American champion Bronson Reed and former Undisputed Era member Bobby Fish. Now, in all, WWE released Bobby Fish, Bronson Reed, Jake Atlas, Ari Sterling, Kona Reeves, Leon Ruff, Steven Smith, Tyler Rust, Zachariah Smith, Asher Hale, Giant Zanzier, and Mercedes Martinez. WWE's latest mass releases continue as the company's trend of cutting superstars on a regular basis, a pattern that began back in April 2020. Since then, WWE has released over 120 top stars, including the likes of Braun Strowman and Bray Wyatt, while also cleaning house in NXT, which serves as both the development territory and a third brand. And as usual, there is a prediction of more names to come. I just don't know what they're doing down there. Honestly, it's like, unless your name is John Cena or Roman Reigns, your job is not safe. It almost makes you not even want to go to WWE, because you could be let go at any given time. That's the pod for today, y'all. Like I said, kind of short, but I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Thank you all for listening. Please be sure to follow this podcast, subscribe to this podcast, listen to this podcast. Let your boy know what you think about this podcast. Visit the website, doyouspeakgeek.com. Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Check out our YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe and like the videos there. As always, people, live to play to win to live. I speak geek. Do you speak geek?